Lads, welcome back to another video. FC26 is here. Well, I mean, it's out for 3 or 4 weeks now. But if your team feels dead in the midfield or keeps getting smoked on counter attacks, then you're probably using the wrong formation. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 best formations that pros and content creators are using to dominate, and this is completed with custom tactics as well as player roles so that you lads can get winning today. So this is a formation I've been messing around with, and for me it's been performing very well. But this is not a meta formation, nor is it meta player roles. It's just something that for me, playing as a rat, I like doing. I love doing it. I'm a rat. I'm a rat boy. But let's get into the meta formations I wanted to show you lads. The formation that we're going to be using, and the one that I'm talking about, is a 4-2-3-1 wide. So I'm going to use Squad Builder to whip up a quick squad for me, just to show you lads what I'm basically talking about. So the Squad Builder is completed. Let's have a look at what it built for us. Okay, most of the players are on loan and out of loan. I did say and that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the formation as well as player roles for you lads. So this formation is back on top once again this year, and the reason is simple. It's basically for balance. You get a solid block in your midfield with 2 CDMs, and on top of the 2 CDMs you get another 2 attacking midfielders as well as a central cam to create magical moments, to be a playmaker. So let's start off with the tactics basically lads. Your build up style, you're gonna change from short passing back to balanced. Click Y on your controller to manually adjust the defensive approach, and the number you want to go for on the defensive approach is 55. And the reason it's going to be 55 lads is because you want an attacking team who's going to counter very quickly without being set on counter, also having an advantage in playing the offside trap, but not too disadvantaged to where you can't get your players back in time. I meant to say your defensive approach needs to be on balance. Your build up play needs to be on direct passing, but direct passing is no longer in the game, so we're going to be using short passing this year. By running short passing as well as a balanced build up, what we are actually doing is giving you a mix of control in the midfield as well as sharp transitions. So we want to make sure that our cam stays forward. We do not need him to come back and defend because we have our 2 CDMs taking care of that. So we need him to stay in front as well as having him on free roaming. And what an example we have here with Lionel Messi, the player known for free roaming and creating magical moments out of nothing. So we want to remove him from playmaker. We want to change him not to a classic 10 but to a playmaker. So once we have playmaker selected, we go down 1 and we put him on roaming, so Lionel Messi can be anywhere in that 16-yard box, creating magical chances for either your left mid, your right mid, or even your striker, maybe taking the chance for himself. This formation keeps you compact and lethal. Perfect if you love possession as well as smart build up play. Oh, and another pro tip lads, your fullbacks, do not push them up the pitch unless you are chasing the game. Taking it back in time to the classic 4-4-2. Once again, we have the squad builder going ahead and creating the squad for us. This is the squad it's spat out for us, but we're not looking at my players, we're looking at the formation as well as tactics. So let's get into that. So if you've been playing FC26 for a few weeks now, you know that this game rewards quick transitions as well as direct passing, and the 4-4-2 classic nails that. The tactics we're going to be using with the 4-4-2 follows. Your defensive approach is going to stay unbalanced, and once again we're going to change the width this time to 60 lads, going in a bit more aggressive with the attack. Your build up, you want it slow while you're in possession of the ball on your end, and once your opponent starts pressing you and using second man pressing irresponsibly, just like how I showed you in the last video, this is perfect for you because we're going to be setting our build up play style onto counter attacking football. So we're going to be comfortable. We have a lot of players in the midfield. We're going to lure them in just like how I showed you in the previous video, and then once we're going to pounce, boy, we're going to pounce on your head. We're going to pounce on your head. These are the player roles that we're going to be using. Make sure, lads, this is what I love to do with the 442 is my two strikers, I make very good use of them. So I'm going to have a striker who is not too fast, Robert Lewandowski or even Harry Kane. They are not too fast, but when it comes to shot power and shot accuracy, they are perfect. So what you want to do with those lads is play them as a poacher so that they stand ready to pounce on your head, ready to pounce and score goals for you. So you're going to use your Sammy Kerr to come into the midfield a little bit, and once you're ready, you pass it right through to your main striker for them to finish it off, and then from there, that's it. Your two CMs are going to play box to box because that would be perfect for them, and then your wingers are going to be making runs forward as well as tracking back. If your fullbacks are not doing the same, you can keep your fullback on defense only if you do struggle with defending, to make sure that you have an extra man whilst defending. It's high pressure and high reward. Just remember, if your opponent is breaking you down in the middle, this is when you need to switch back to the 4-2-3-1 formation. And note, weak versus narrow formations, do not overcommit your midfield. This is one of the rattiest formations that I know, and this works wonders for me, lads. If you had to ask me, this is basically an underrated gem in FC26. So if you love pace, counter attacks as well as aggressive pressing, then this formation is insane. You got 3 up top, 1 cam who is linking all the play together, and a double pivot behind to cover the transitions. So we're gonna start off with your build up style. We are not going to be using balanced, we need to be using short passing so everything is quick. Since we have a lot of midfielders as well as a cam to link everything up, everything can be moving quickly, so we're going to need to be using short passing. Your defensive approach, you can change that from deep, you can go back up to balanced, because you don't want to be caught lacking, lads. You don't want to be caught lacking. In fact, what you want to do is not just use balance. Click on Y as we discussed, and you want to move that up to 55 right there and then, and that looks absolutely perfect. You want your wingers to stay forward. So how do we get that right? By setting them on inside forward. And not just that, their focus needs to be changed to attack both of your wingers. And if you do have the Jared Bowen SBC, then you know that inside forward is one of his plus roles. Your cam, once again, thank you that I'm using Messi as an example in this one. Once again, your cam needs to be on playmaker, and yeah, you guessed it, roaming, so that he's everywhere basically. Whenever he's needed, he's there to link up the play. We need 1 CDM to stay back and 1 CDM to assist with the attack. So as you can see, box crasher and holding. 1 assists with defending and 1 assists with the attacking. It's very risky defensively, but when it clicks, lads, it's literally unstoppable. So let's run a quick recap of what we went through. The 4-2-3-1 is best for balance and control. The 4-4-2 is best for the press as well as the pace. The 4-2-1-3 is best for pure energy attack. I personally switch between the 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2 in the middle of the game, and this does depend on my opponent, and that's the key this year. Make sure to adapt. I want to see you boys as squad, so make sure to connect with me on X or Instagram. Send me a picture or a screenshot of your ultimate team, because I'd love to do a ratings from my subscribers and my viewers. And if this video helped you out, drop a like, hit subscribe, and comment what formation are you using right now. I'll make sure to feature the best in my next video. Let's go.